The morning after Argentina lifted the World Cup trophy in Qatar, something happened that had nothing to do with football. The Buenos Aires stock market opened, and within the first hour of trading it was up 3%. Not because of oil, not because of interest rates, not because of any earnings report or economic data, simply because Argentina won a football match the night before. Scrooge McDuck was watching, not the game, the market, because Scrooge had seen this exact thing happen before. Germany won the 2014 World Cup. The DAX opened higher the next morning. France won in 2018. The CAC 40 jumped at open. Spain 2010. Italy 2006. Brazil 2002. Same pattern. Different country, same result. The morning after a nation wins the World Cup, their stock market gets a bump every single time. Scrooge first noticed this in 1998. France was hosting the tournament. Scrooge had a small amount of money in European markets. France won the final against Brazil on a Sunday night. Monday morning, the French market opened noticeably higher. Scrooge thought it was a coincidence. Then he started digging. He pulled market data going back to 1966. He looked at every World Cup. He tracked what happened to the winning nation's stock market in the days following the victory. The pattern was so consistent it made him uncomfortable. Winning nations consistently saw their markets rise in the 24 to 72 hours following the victory. Not massive moves, not retirement-making explosions, but reliable, consistent, predictable bumps, ranging from 1% to over 4% depending on the country and the tournament. The reason is actually simple. When a nation wins the World Cup, the entire country feels euphoric. Consumer confidence spikes overnight. People feel richer even though nothing economically has changed. They spend more, they invest more, they take more risk, and markets move on human emotion as much as they move on fundamentals. Academic economists have studied this. There is a published paper from researchers at the Federal Reserve examining the relationship between sporting outcomes and market returns. The World Cup winner effect is real and documented. But almost nobody outside institutional trading desks acts on it. Here is what Scrooge does. In the weeks before every World Cup final, he studies the two finalist nations. He looks at which country has a more liquid and accessible stock market. He looks at what exchange-traded funds give exposure to that market. He takes a calculated position. He does not bet the house. He allocates a specific percentage of his portfolio, and he holds for 48 to 72 hours after the final. In 2014, when Germany won, he held a German market ETF. In 2018, when France won, he held a French market ETF. In 2022, when Argentina won, he held an Argentina-focused fund.